All right, let's see. Here's something I wanted to check out as well. I've been keeping up with this. I genuinely have no real uh crud. What's the metaphor? I have no egg in this basket. I have no chicken in this race, or I have no turtle in this aquarium. Something like that. Something like that. But point being, my goose, whether or not it's inside of this turkey, is uh interested in watching this whole situation go down because like I don't play Genshin Impact at all. Like, I got nothing. I don't know nothing about Genshin. Apparently, some characters in Honkai Star Rail are from Genshin, but not at the same time. I don't know how that works. I play Honkai Star Rail and I play Zenless Zone Zero. That's about all I know as far as Hoyoverse goes. But I don't play the other two, Honkai Impact or that's a lie. I tried out Honkai Impact. I wasn't a big fan. I gave up on it pretty quickly. I'll be honest. Uh, and I am a fan of other games like Wuthering Waves and Nikkei. So I'm sure Genshin Impact would definitely be a game I would be like enjoy. However, that game is has been going on for so long. There's so many characters. I'm never gonna catch up. Not like I'm catching. Not like I'm barely able to catch up on Honkai Star Rail right now. So yeah, no, I don't even want to try starting that game. So in a way, I'm actually boycotting better than the Hoyoverse boycotters. That being said, I am still definitely playing Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero. They're freaking amazing, and I'm gonna keep playing them.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here.
And
So today we're
no,
going to be
I have
checking in on
not
the Hoyoverse
put money
boycott.
into them, but I may if the freaking Black Swan banner starts to get away from me. I might put $20 down. Honestly,
Because Genshin Impact recently announced
I
a
gotta go sell some
collaboration
aluminum
with
cans.
another corporation that is facing a similar boycott. Now, in case you didn't know, the Natlin region of Genshin Impact was previewed back in July, sparking a series of boycotts where the boycotters claimed that this region contained cultural appropriation and racism towards real-life people, and there was even a petition that has gotten over 100,000
Because I guess screw games that try to bring culture into games. Like when did cultural appropriation become like I thought it was just trying to bring culture into games. It's like when Super Mario brought a Mexico level into the game. People were like yelling racist and racism and all kinds of freaking stuff. Meanwhile, I'm like, bro, I'm all in. I want the Mexico like the Mexico planet, the Mexico country in Super Mario. That was freaking awesome. I loved it. Now there's like orcs or Mexicans in Dungeons and Dragons. I'm all in, bro. Have you seen that? All orcs are Mexicans now. Let me see. Look at that. Top Google search immediately. These are orcs now, according to Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, come on. You gotta. Let me open image in new tab. Come on. There we go. These are orcs now in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, come on. Come on. No mames. They even have a giant family. Like it's a big ass family. Look at this. They even got like the fat tia with the skinny as all hell uncle. They call that Uncle Flaco. You can't stop lying, bro. Like get out of here. But some people are like, nah, it's not Mexicans. It definitely is Mexicans. Look at this man. Look at that mustache. That's a Mexican mustache. Get the freak out of here. I'm all for it though. I don't see racism here. I want Mexicans in Dungeons and Dragons now. Let's freaking go. Why not? It's wild. Why not? Let's do it. Screw it.
1,000
More
signatures,
coaches.
a campaign that was signal boosted by some of the English-speaking.
No, but in all seriousness, it's one thing. It's one thing to bring a culture and be like, hey, this is a region like Pokemon, where they're like, hey, this is a region in Pokemon, it's inspired by Italy. This is a region in Pokemon inspired by Paris. This is a region in Pokemon inspired by Japan, or inspired by Spain. And they'll like make a whole region based off of whatever they're inspired by. And I think that is totally fine. And I think it's great to bring in aspects of that culture into the game as well. However, it is a bit it is a bit weird to just like take orcs and like actual orcs and just be like, yeah, they're Mexicans now. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm all down for bringing Mexicans into Dungeons and Dragons. Let's do it. Like, well, yeah, sure, but why change orcs? Like, I like the orcs. Orcs are cool. Like, why are orcs Mexicans now? It's a bit of a weird choice there.
Fired by Hoyoverse. And here is the latest update. So a couple days
like,
ago,
why get rid of orcs to make them Mexicans? Why not just add some kind of other race?
And its revenue has
or other people inspired by Mexicans.
8%. I know, it's shocking that the boycott that
like something
contained
new.
Many participants who couldn't even stop playing the game would somehow fail. I know that shocks you as much as it shocks me. But here is the latest.
I gotta be completely honest with you. If the only thing this boycott has accomplished, in my eyes, it's made me actually want to try to play Genshin now. Because god damn it, if these people are so hardcore boycotting this game, but they're so damn addicted to this game that they can't stop playing it, like, I kind of want to know why.
Latest update. A collaboration.
Like, what kind of game is so damn good that you boycott it but can't stop playing it?
These are two companies with a overlapping set of boycotts. We know what's going.
See, I eat McDonald's all the time. Maybe I make an account. Maybe I get these rewards just cause. Maybe.
Going on with Genshin Impact and Hoyoverse, but McDonald's is also.
Maybe I go to McDonald's and I have too many codes. I don't know what to do with all these codes.
Buying a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Hey, BS aside, like, what the frick, McDonald's? Where's the Honkai Star Rail, like, collab? I need me some damn Stellar Jades, okay?
Is directly harming Palestinians.
And I need Stellar Jades, like, right now. Big time.
Of Genshin Impact
that is cute.
And also Niji sisters, because even as recent as a few months ago, some Niji Sanji fans were trying to cancel their own talents, including Rosemary Lovelock, for the high crime of posting her VTuber model with PNG hash browns with the McDonald's logo on there. And
I don't care who the fudge you are. I want a waifu to give me some McDonald's, some hash browns. I don't care who you are.
And
you can't deny me that waifu's giving you hash browns is not adorable and awesome, and I'm hungry now for hash browns.
She would apologize to the mob and take down the post. Now, of course, the other half of this recent collaboration.
Don't apologize. Screw them. Dedicate. You double down. You post another picture with a Big Mac, being like, "I'm sorry that I offended you by giving you hash browns. I should have realized that what you actually wanted was a Big Mac. Here you go." Shout out to McDonald's, please sponsor me. I will sell out to you like so freaking quickly. I don't care.
Is with Genshin Impact, who has made a bunch of posts like this, which have sparked some very unhinged reactions. And of course, again, it's a perfect storm of controversy. Two different corporations with their own.
So the boycotters are mad about this. Well, they get mad about anything we do. Now, where are my chicken nuggies? Dude, let's go. Let's go. Give me them nuggies.
Boycotts with an overlapping number of boycotters kind of sharing the same wish to have both of these companies completely destroyed. Now, before we read some of the responses and the quotes, this is something that I wish these boycotters would understand. This message right here is totally lost on them. People on this app will treat fictional characters as if they were real people and then talk about real people as if they were fictional and then get mad at you for knowing the difference.
Let's go. What a freaking base take, though. This was back in 2022. Genius. I mean, yeah, actually, though. That's actual though, actual factual. And the thing is, like, wow, I'm trying to think about it. Like, yeah, you know what? I can't even say anything. I can't put more words to this. This is a perfect statement. I agree.
People, in their anger about this collaboration, will make threats against real human beings while also expressing their concern and shock over
Like, I'm just gonna tell you this. Look at Brazilian Miku. Look at this whole situation with Brazilian Miku right now.
supposed actions of fictional characters.
It got so bad that
Let's
people
begin with
actually
obvious. We
started
knew this
trying
was
to say
coming.
that
A lot of
Brazilian
people saying
Miku is a minor.
KYS, basically telling people to game end themselves. Here is another example of that.
Wow.
And another one. And also we have more violent threats, like this user saying, "I'm gonna skin you," with
That's
the
self-report,
same
though.
name of one of the characters in the collaboration, so clearly they're quite...
See, I gotta be honest with everybody right here. As a professional YouTube troll, I will absolutely go and buy more McDonald's nuggies just because, like, I don't like what you stand for. No, it's not even that, dude. It really just comes down to, like, I like to laugh at situations like this because it's like, again, this is a freaking boycott where you won't even freaking stop playing the game. Like, nobody can take you seriously. So, how do you expect anybody to do, like, how do you expect anybody to take you seriously when you can't even freaking stop playing the damn game? Ooh, sorry, I'm getting a call from Mama Monkey.
mad. But here is one of the more unhinged quotes here. So this user says, "I'm going to start publicly executing people who still like Genshin Impact. You can't separate the art from the artist in these games. Genuinely, F you if you still like these games after being fully aware of their faults." Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the normal people who will threaten to publicly execute you for liking a video game.
That's just a
Now,
quick text.
despite the violent rhetoric...
Sorry, after this video, I'm gonna have to step away for a quick 10 minutes, just because Papa Monkey needs some help. Let's just say similar to the previous fail army video, a piece of my roof may be missing, and I'm gonna have to go address that.
of this tweet, I wouldn't worry
I'm about
too
to
much
go
about
address
these
that.
public executions, because people like this, if they went out in public, would have a panic attack. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But here is another narrative a lot of people were sharing underneath the tweet and in the quotes. So this user says, "Wrong. These characters would never support an organization that condones a genocide." And 9,000 people would like this tweet. So bad news for this.
Would never support an organization. Bro, they're gonna support whoever Hoyoverse decides they're gonna support, because they're not real. What?
They're
not real.
9,000 people like this tweet. You don't know what these characters think about McDonald's, the conflict, or anything in our world, because they are not sentient. They are fictional characters. They don't have thoughts. You are just projecting your own belief system onto them because you want validation. And that's very common, to the point where people are getting genuinely upset about the actions of these fictional...
I thought Kazuha would be the last Genshin character to sell out to corporate overlords. As if Kazuya had, like, a decision on the matter. Or, like, had a choice. They're not real. They're just PNGs.
fictional characters. So this user
What?
says, "Not gonna lie, I thought Kazuha would be the last Genshin character to sell out to corporate overlords." So this person is essentially saying that this character chose to be a part of this collaboration, and now they are
This is just
disappointed in this
wild!
character as a result. Here's another one saying, "Anyone has Kazuha Palestine art, we need to spam that in the replies." Ooh.
What the frick? What? Okay.
Shiver me timbers. I bet McDonald's and Hoyoverse are shaking in their boots about the threat of that happening. But anyways, a lot of people like this try to make the assumption that these companies are bad because financially supporting them supports some kind of a harm to people in real life as a result. But using their own logic here, aren't they kind of doing the same thing? When they quote these accounts, and especially when they spam the replies, they are giving ad revenue to Genshin Impact and McDonald's, therefore funding them. So if you believe they're doing something that's causing real life harm, you are financially contributing to them by responding to them on Twitter with the ad revenue system that is in place. On top of that, we have some people saying this.
On top of the fact that, again, by virtue of you playing the game, you are giving them the popularity that they need to make these sorts of collaborations possible with McDonald's. Just saying.
Boycott 40.
Like, if you're gonna play that game, it falls back on everyone.
This, and if you
like, nobody here is not guilty.
Glider, buy the code from someone else. Well, first of all, are they implying that if there was a better reward in game, it might actually be worth buying this? But down here you can see they encourage people to buy from someone else. Now I'm aware that there is a...
You're still... I love how buy the code from someone else. The code is still coming from a McDonald's purchase. That doesn't, like... This is the same logic as boycott the game, but still play it. Wow.
Counterpart, I believe, in South Korea.
Because you know that they can't stand away. Because that's what they're gonna do. That's the best part about this, is that this isn't like some like weird like...
It might actually be worth buying this.
Moral victory. Yuri Master 3000 is probably buying it from someone else, or is getting the McDonald's, getting that freaking glider, and then gonna claim that they did that. You get me? Like, they're making their own excuses because they're not going to stand behind their own words. I do not believe.
South Korea with this event, and some people are saying, go on eBay, not Amazon, but go on eBay and buy these codes. I think it's very logical to understand that on September 17th, when this launches in the United States,
I also love how they misinterpret the sort of like way that this the pitch that's being given here, or the collaboration that's being done here. 40 primos is literally pathetic amount to want to buy this. See, the thing is not that you go to McDonald's because you want the primos. Only someone that's addicted to Genshin Genshin is like... Genshin Impact is gonna, like, think that way. You wouldn't go buy McDonald's because you want the primos. You go to McDonald's because you want to eat McDonald's, and you just happen to get yourself a nice little code for primos. You get me? Like, nobody's going to McDonald's because they're like, I gotta get these freaking codes, unless they're addicted to Genshin.
Most people who are English speaking who want this are going...
But you see someone like me who eats a lot of McDonald's because I'm addicted and I can't stop shoving it in my face. I'm sorry. This might convince me to download it. I don't think I'd ever get serious about it because there's just, like I said, the main roadblock to me playing Genshin Impact at this point is the fact that there's so many freaking characters. I don't think I'd ever get to that point. There would have to be a massive catch-up system for me to even get invested or even, like, start to think about getting into that game, dude.
To buy it from people in the United States. I think that is logical. And if you're encouraging this behavior of buying it from someone else, that is so ridiculous because it's the same energy as the entire boycott itself, where people are literally saying, it's okay that I'm still playing Hoyoverse games because I'm going the free-to-play option, which is a very juvenile understanding of their role in what's supposed to be a boycott, a complete disassociation from a country.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Because I'm a free-to-play player in Honkai Star Rail, right? But there is in no way, shape, or form that I can claim that I am not intrinsically helping the entire ecosystem. I cannot say that I am boycotting them, even though, technically, I am, not playing Genshin Impact, which already, by virtue, makes me so much better of a boycotter than whoever the frick this is, Daily Kachina. See, I'm not even playing Genshin Impact, so I'm a better boycotter than you, even though I'm not boycotting them, okay? I'm free to play on Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero, both. But, by virtue of me downloading the game, which gives them the numbers, by me actively playing the game, which gives them active player numbers that they can use to get themselves better collaborations and advertisements. And by actively just feeding into the economy of the game, you know, in my particular case, the way I would be feeding into the economy would be anybody who doesn't know, anytime I play Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, if you guys actually hit my little what the frick is it called? My little points, my rewards for my Twitch. You get stellar jades, you get little points like that, and I absolutely take advantage of that myself. I get tons of stellar jade and tons of polychromes to get new characters. So it's a freaking easy way for me to farm that stuff for free. So I don't really I have a very unique position here to not need to spend a whole lot of monies because of the fact that I stream those games. But by virtue of me streaming those games, I am also feeding into the economy as well. So I am far like from being called a perfect boycotter. But even I'm boycotting better than all of you. Just saying.
Company. But also we have comments like this saying, "Do not show me this stupid stuff in my timeline ever again."
And yes, if you watch any YouTube videos as well, you are feeding into the economy of the game. Even if just watching videos about Genshin Impact, you are also feeding into the economy. You are helping the community grow.
Yeah, you might
Point
want
blank,
to
period.
use that function.
The only way to boycott something is to altogether leave it.
When you quote things like this and you engage with posts like this, you are telling the algorithm, I like this. I'm engaging with this. Please show me more. So it's literally detrimental to yourself to respond to this. You should just block and move on. Here's another one saying, "So effing help me. If any of you go crawling back to McDonald's for this," is that like a threat? Like, what are you going to do about it if people go back to McDonald's?
See, again, everybody comes with the mentality of, I'm going to go to McDonald's for the primos or whatever the frick they call it. Like, nah, son, I'm going to McDonald's because I'm a fat fuck that can't freaking that can't control himself, and I need to stuff my face full of that Mclovin. You feel me? Mclovin it. But the primos just happen to be a nice little side thing.
McDonald's for this collaboration. Like, are you going to soft block them on Twitter? Like, oh boy, that's scary. But I also
sorry for cursing, by the way.
Dozens upon dozens.
I got ahead of myself.
Of users posting this chart.
We're starting strong this Monday.
This is the boycott list for many different companies who people believe are harming Palestinians. And McDonald's is, of course, one of the boycott targets. And this list has been going around for about a year now. And I think it is wild to claim that most of the people sharing this have not engaged with any of these companies during this time. They have not engaged with Google, with Amazon, Disney. They haven't filled their car up with Chevron.
Consumer boycott targets, divestment and exclusion targets, pressure targets, organic boycott targets. Okay, I'm going to need somebody to explain what any of that means.
Chevron gas, or as is probably more accurate,
their should you just not use by or
gas, and so on and so forth. But on top of that,
I have failed. I definitely have Puma shoes. Though I haven't purchased them any recently, but I got Puma shoes. I use Google like every day at Amazon. I mean, I haven't bought anything on Amazon in like months, but I go on Amazon and like search things all the time and pretend like I am able to afford them. Like add them on my wish list and then just never buy it. Expedia, I definitely use for PapaMonkey to go visit his family in Mexico. Disney, Disney. If anything, I'm boycotting Disney in my own way. I'm talking a lot of smack about Star Wars. McDonald's, I definitely failed that. Domino's, you can suck a butt cheek, bro. Anything that's not $5 hot and ready is. It's not even hot. It's not even $5 anymore, right? It's like $7. Point being, anything that's not Little Caesars hot and ready is like point blank off my list. Burger King definitely last. Wix I don't use. How do any of these profit from Palestine? Intel, let's go AMD.
This doesn't even show the assets and acquisitions of these companies. For example, if you're trying to boycott Google, you won't be able to engage with one of its assets, which is YouTube. So if one of these people who claim to support this boycott is watching this video,
and so much more than YouTube,
the picket line right now, you are violating your own boycott. And
you can't use Twitch either.
A company like Amazon, for example, here is just
they own Twitch,
owned by Amazon. Are you boycotting all of these companies and products?
No way. Freaking Amazon owns what the frick is it called? The Lionsgate?
You can see up here, Twitch. Have none of these people watched any Twitch streams? I kind of hinted at this already, but there is
even Zappos?
Every time I make one of these videos about the Hoyoverse boycott, some of the boycotters will complain about the video, and they will take a screenshot or a clip from YouTube.
They own Whole Foods? Amazon actually owns Whole Foods.
Which is literally crossing their own picket
line. I knew Amazon and Whole Foods were intricately connected because they have the whole you order on Amazon and it's typically going to be from Whole Foods sent to your house. I didn't know it was like this though. That's interesting. I didn't know they owned them like that.
Do that in the first place.
Presto is that's like Amazon's Presto's their basic brand, no?
Which by an extension of their
own their generic brand
is doing bad things as well, because Elon Musk owns Twitter, who owns Tesla, and Tesla is powered by batteries using lithium-ion cells that come from the slave labor of children in the Congo. So do you support that by using Twitter? Their logic falls on its face.
I do not purchase Teslas. I don't own a Tesla.
In the boycott.
Actually, I gotta be frank with you. I saw it. I was really I really liked the Cybertruck look. I saw a Cybertruck for the first time. Well, twice, right? One in brown and the other one in gray. And I saw the gray one from the rear, from the back. And the rear lights is just a pixel. It's freaking ugly, bro. Actually. I was not a fan. I have a question. What do you think of all this? An American company partnering with a Chinese one, given the relations between both countries. Well, companies and countries have nothing to do with each other. Hoyoverse, don't get me wrong. No duh. Hoyoverse definitely has the Chinese government, sticking their fingers in their pie all the time. No duh. Point blank, yes. That's a fact. Similar to Black Myth Wukong, the Chinese government also stuck their fingers in that pie. To what degree? Depends. In Black Myth Wukong, it was just they had to they stuck their fingers only as far as into when it came to the reviews, they had to ensure that there was no politics being spoken of during the reviews, because that would get them in trouble with their own government, and that just makes sense. With Hoyoverse, I mean, it's freaking McDonald's. Let's be honest. McDonald's has been in China since the get. They've been doing. McDonald's has been doing business with China specifically for years and years and years and years. So McDonald's doing business with a Chinese company, if anything, is just an extension of that. That there's no that's just a natural progression. So it's not even an American company doing business with a Chinese company. It's McDonald's doing business with China, and it just happens to be that Hoyoverse gets the benefit from that.
Some boycotters are getting tired.
McDonald's loves China. That's just a fact. Of course they do. There's so many people there that eat McDonald's. They have to. Have you not seen the amount of McDonald's is so intrinsic in the Chinese culture? They've even got there are people who literally just set up inside of McDonald's with cell phone parts and just fix cell phones all day in the McDonald's and just eat food at McDonald's all day. It's freaking lit over there. McDonald's over there. You could actually eat McDonald's and have your business inside the McDonald's.
Trouble in paradise. So it reads this.
I can't do that here. Every time I try to do that, they kick me out of McDonald's.
Updates from the organizers of Boycott Hoyoverse. They have promised to deliver a skin tone change for the characters of cultures they claim Hoyoverse games disrespect. Initial promises.
But that being said, I do treat companies and countries separately. Yes, a country can be sucking the teat of a particular country, but that they are separate entities typically.
To deliver before August 28th, 2024.
Especially when it comes to video games, it's
region.
There shouldn't be more. It shouldn't be any more complicated than just how fun is the video game. I really hate bringing politics into video games.
1 day before that release, and they have gone radio silent ever since. In this tweet, they said that they have contacted over 30 cultural ambassadors, and they say, we hear you, and we're working on it. We're in contact with 30 cultural ambassadors. And by the way, they didn't say...
We have contacted. That means they sent a message that they... that doesn't mean there was any negotiations.
They were working with, we're talking with, they have contacted, meaning they sent an email to these ambassadors and then they were ignored afterwards. But, of course,
yeah, there was no...
boycotter. I am very upset right now. Where is the promises? You haven't fixed this yet. By the time there's anything...
What if the U.S. government starts saying something like, the Chinese, are watching you through a backdoor program? Like they did to TikTok. So... in that case... like, the whole TikTok situation, first of all, is a freaking weird one. I need to get a better understanding of that whole situation. But in general, I mean, I will say this much. I'm pretty sure both the US and the Chinese are equally observing us and watching us through backdoor programs. It's not a secret that the US has been trying to get a backdoor into Apple for the longest time. So I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like the US government is not guilty of the exact same thing. On top of that, if any of them, China or the US, is trying to freaking get a backdoor to any program, screw them, period. Screw that company. Like, screw that, like, TikTok. Like, screw TikTok. That being said, as a content creator, I still use TikTok because it benefits me. I just don't scroll. You be like, I only have TikTok on my phone because I want to check my own stats. Otherwise, I don't actually really use it, I'll be honest. I use YouTube Shorts though, so I feel like if it wasn't like if I was like not paying attention at the time to all that, I probably would have ended up falling into the TikTok trap. But YouTube Shorts kind of fills that gap for me.
Next region of Genshin Impact is going to be coming out, but this whole thing is just ridiculous, and this collab has made people extremely angry, and it's quite predictable at
and
this
yeah,
point.
I don't think either or government should have any access to backdoors to any of that stuff. Period.
That's
really,
all these are doing. You can see it with the.
I do believe that if there's like let's say TikTok themselves by themselves, if they see something that is technically illegal. You know, we can argue about what China's laws are all day, but if they see something that is technically illegal, I do believe they do have like some not moral but like civic duty to report on that. Similar to how like doctors or therapists have a duty to like report if you're about to like commit a mass something like if you're about to go on a genocide. That's not something they'll protect you. Like you can't just tell your therapist I'm about to murder somebody. Though they are allowed to call the police on you. There's no protection from that.
Increase of Genshin Impact over the recent weeks.
And I think the same thing should go for TikTokers. It's like somebody just keeps watching all these how to make, just keep with one particular person keeps watching a whole lot of like school blasting videos and how to make, homemade makeshift freaking pipe explosivos, like suddenly you might want to keep an eye on that person.
And also complain about it. And as a consequence of
they start sending whispers to Dr. Disrespect,
games, and in this case, a collaboration.
I think they do have an authority.
But for now, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Civil.
As always, feel free to share
let's call it a civil duty to report on these situations, or at least to act on them.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here.
Yeah, as far as this goes, I'm gonna like the video. I'm gonna share this on the Discord. Go and check it out. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go check up on Papa Monkey and see what the situation is. But yeah, it gets like I'm definitely not the kind of person that has a ginormous, like super strong stance on like government oversight. Because I understand that there definitely needs to be government regulation. Like that's not like that's it's impossible to live in a world without government regulation. Literally everything we do is regulated. Every aspect of our life is regulated. If it wasn't for this, we would be eating like pure insects. Like you have no idea. Look into how much cockroach is allowed to be in your food, and that's with government oversight. Okay, so there definitely needs to be tons of government regulation, but to what degree? You get me? There's limits. There's limits. I hate that too. And that's why VPNs are so freaking important, I'll be honest with you. Which, by the way, there's a lot of free options for VPNs. You do not need to get a paid version. There's a lot of free options, and I recommend you use a VPN. If not for, like, you know, sensory reasons, then at the very least, because Netflix doesn't give you all of the like My Neighbor Totoro, all the Miyazaki films. You can only get that in certain countries. I can't get it here in the US. I actually have to like VPN out of here to get the Miyazaki films, which sucks, but I gotta do it. Slows down my internet like crazy. On the cheaper VPNs. I don't want to recommend anything in particular because I'm actually still messing with a couple of different VPNs. I don't want to call one out in particular, but an actual decent VPN will not slow down your internet in any kind of way. Yeah, see, this is how you know. Yeah, that right there is that's a good like example of how I feel like that's where the government is taking a step like too far. That's not regulation. That's full blown censorship at that point. That's like full blown trying to like they don't want people to have access to the rest of the world's thoughts and opinions. You feel me? Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today! I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi! That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!